The views and opinions of the producers, hosts, and guests in the show do not directly reflect the official stand and policies of the management, the network, and the company. Empower your mind. Be informed. Dahil lamang ang may alam. Knowing the latest trends and issues in the society. Feed your mind with information that are reliable, fresh, and straight from the experts. Be involved here in the conversations with Chester Quidlat, broadcasting live in big media. This is The Conversations.
Good afternoon, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and to all our kababayan worldwide. I am your anchor, Chester Quidlat, and welcome to The Conversations. It's our second episode, second to the last episode this season, and it's been almost 3 months and going 4 months na po tayo that we are sharing giving information sa ating mga kababayan sa ang sulok man ng ating bansa at ng buong mundo basta't may Pilipino. Nakakatuwa lang pong balikan and to share to all of you that this week we just got a information and announcement from our company here in Big Media Philippines that our show, our program rather, The Conversations got to top 5 and we are on top 4 in terms of the criterias given for the ratings. And nakaka-proud because this program's been doing such a great thing to all of our viewers and we are not just a platform for entertainment or for an information that we want to give to our to our friends, viewers, there are things that when we started talaga ng mga hindi mo alam kung saan ko pahuhugutan yung ating mga topics kasi it's a new thing for me again that we started and I started in this digital platform kasi before we are just on air, people are just getting their phones in the radio, listening and having chill with us. But since pandemic of 2020 started, everything changed. And as we change from traditional to the digital, there are struggles, but then I can see that majority, I am not saying that everyone now has adopted to the new normal, but I can see that little by little people are jumping into the digital world and we are very thankful that this technology brings another hope or bring hope talaga sa atin. I can't see how everyone right now is without technology. So thanks for different platform. I don't want to mention them kasi it's not sponsored, baka naman. But then this season, it's a roller coaster for me because it's a new way for me to get on air again, and I can see the support of my family, my friends, and those who supported me way back then to other network where I started as a co-host for a small program. But now we are here and we are given an opportunity and a privilege to be here back on air. So, ang haba na, no, for me, ng nilakbay natin. And this is the second to the last episode. And what I really want to bring here right now is to a conversation wherein we are not just getting information, but a life lesson. 'Di ba? Sa mundo ngayon, wala ng espasyo ang salitang nakakainis, nakakapagod, Dahil sa panahon ngayon, mas maigi na tayo po ay nagkakaisa, nagsusumikap at ipinapakita sa bawat isa na talaga naman pong may pag-asa. What brings this pandemic unique to every one of us is that we are more strong, or we are stronger than before. This pandemic, in a general sense, provided or send us a message in the, you know, something that we need to imply in general. Sa hapong ito, ako po'y paunlakan ninyo sapagkat ako po'y nagagalak na sa hapong ito'y makakapanayam po natin ang isang taong malapit po sa aking puso. At masasabi kong naging parte ng aking battle noong kasagsagan ng lockdown. Bakit ho kamo? Ang taong ito po ay nakasabay ko na talagang mag-start all over again. We've been in same industry. We are an online teacher, English teacher for foreign students, and we've been to different companies during that time. And she made me not just a virtual friend, but personally, this our guest is very special. So, with no further ado, I am very proud to say and to introduce our guest, my friend, and my co-educator. She is live from Thailand, Phuket to be specific. She is Brenda Gogo, an overseas Filipino worker and an educator. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Brenda Gogo.
Hello po. Thank you, Chester, for that very nice intro. It's nice to see you again. Teach.
Welcome. Yun nga,
Yeah,
Teach, no? It's been a year when we started talaga our journey. Ang hirap,
exactly.
mabigat, no? Pero look at us now. We survive.
Kaya. Yes. Of
Pero
course, Pinoy pa.
Miss Brand, oo naman. Kahit sa ang sulok ng mundo, basta may Pinoy, hindi mawawala ang ugali na talagang papush tayo, no? Or talaga namang we always look sa brighter side and sa maaaring gandang
Yes,
bibigay ng kinabukasan. Okay, Teach Benz,
exactly.
kwentuhan mo naman kami at sa ating
Mhm.
mga viewers ngayon. Kamusta? Balikan natin before the pandemic. Kamusta ka noon? Anong pinagkakabalahan mo noon bago magka-pandemic?
Okay, I was actually working as a wellness manager in one of the clinics here in Phuket. Tapos, 1 year din. Nag 1 year din ako
Mm.
doon. And I've been living here for 12 years now. Medyo
Wow.
matagal-tagal na with my family. Here with me, my mom, not just my husband and my children, but as well as my mom. So we are all living here. So before the pandemic, everything is busy. um, Problems are there, pero ano, may pinagkaabalahan and okay naman yung life natin nung time na yon. So I
Mm.
experienced such devastating, paano ba natin
Ang hirap i-ano 'no? Paano ba?
oo, paano ba i-describe yung life natin when the pandemic hits, 'di ba? So from working to as in walang work. For ako 2 months, 2 months to 3 months yata ako na walang work nun.
That's before pandemic. Tapos nung na-hit na ng pandemic, nagtuloy-tuloy na kasi mahirap mag-apply.
Actually, naka 1 year ako as wellness manager. Tapos it just so happened that I said, "Oh, hindi ko yata kaya ang work kasi
Mhm.
it's too demanding na ako yung nagha-handle ng fitness at saka yung wellness." Tapos bihira na talaga yung patients nung time na yon, yung clients, yung customers, bihira na. Kasi nag-e-erupt na pala yung COVID-19. Tapos
Hmm.
I was really pressured at that time na nag-hotel to hotel na kami tapos basta lahat ng parang di ko na yata kayang gawin, ginawa ko hanggang sa I've decided na, this is too much. I think I have to look for another job. Alam mo yung pag-uwi mong bahay hindi mo dinadala yung stress, yung pagod, yung iniisip mo, "Oh my God, bukas sino na naman kaya ang patient ko or ano kaya ang
Mhm.
puwede kong gawin just to have like, mga marketing ng mga gano'n." So, hindi ko na siya nakayanan for a year. So yun, it just so happened na February nag-resign ako tapos boom, biglang biglang nag-lockdown, biglang nag-pandemic. Tas yun, which, leads me to no work
Mhm.
starting February,
Teach
March, April.
Bren, you're living in Thailand for a half of my year. 12 years and so ang
Yes.
tagal. Like the ordinary OFW who work outside the Philippines kasi parang like 5 years, 6 years, pero sila lang. But you mentioned earlier nakasama mo na ang whole family mo together with your parents. What leads you to stay there for good?
For now, kasi ano siya, maganda talaga I'm working in Phuket. And yung cost of living dito compared sa Bangkok, mas a little bit higher. Pero compared naman kasi sa atin, mas okay
Mhm.
dito. And then, yung salary din, which is way much better than what I'm earning in the Philippines. Sa Philippines pa, I was working 2 jobs that time eh. And then, kulang pa
Mm.
rin, di ba? So, when I was working here, I was offered actually to work in Pattaya, in Chunburi, and the offer is really good as well. So, yun, I've decided to take it. And iniisip ko rin eh na, how would I be able to bring my family with me? Kasi I don't want to ako, I grew up with no dad. Ayokong
Mm.
mangyari din yun sa pamilya ko kaya talagang iniisip ko din, okay na din siguro yung Thailand kasi when I've done my research, so they have visa on arrival so anybody can basically go there anytime they want and they will get 30 days, uh, free visa. They can stay here up to 30 days. So yun yung nasa isip ko, okay, so I will let my
Mhm.
family visit me. And then yun, na hanggang sa we've decided na dito na rin sila
Yung
kasi nga
transition
teach,
nun,
mas
nung
okay
dinala
ang
mo
cost
sila
of
dito, resident na ba kayo ngayon or
Ay hindi. Yun lang yung hindi maganda if you are here in Thailand kasi you will never become a PR. You will
oh,
forever be working if you have work. Kaya if you don't have work, you have to go home.
how about your parent? Na andiyan yung mom mo
Um,
tapos
yeah. Ang parents ko under siya ng visa ko. So if I have a work, I have a visa, then
hmm,
my mom would also get non-immigrant or dependent visa for me. Kaya if wala akong work,
nice.
so kailangan uuwi talaga lahat kami kasi we will be having problems with our visa. Pero yung mga bata kasi
Hmm,
they have student or education visa.
okay. And they were born diyan sa Thailand?
Yung dalawa, pero yung panganay ko, she was born in the Philippines.
Okay. So how's they adopted the culture kasi Filipino culture is very different far kahit naman sa ibang Asian countries natin nakatabi. Or they're the same
Mm.
somehow?
No, I think, mas Thai sila. Kaya as a Catholic
Hmm.
parents, kasi we are Catholic, palagi namin
Mhm.
silang nire-remind. Kasi nga 'di ba magkaiba talaga yung Pinoy
Oh.
at saka yung Thai. And we have this community as well here in Phuket that we really send our, children there kasi may mga basic catechism.
Mhm.
Wait lang po, nag-lowbat, oo. So yun, okey naman basta magga-guide lang kami as parents sa mga bata para they will not be they will not forget their roots.
Correct. Alam mo kasi
Opo.
naman, Filipino, especially the mothers, no, the mothers part, they still, they instill the culture na meron talaga tayo dito sa Pilipinas at hindi naman talaga yon na pwedeng mawala. That's our identity eh. So, that's a very nice and seeing you naman through social media, I see that you never left the culture at the same time your faith, no? Hindi
Mm.
nawala yan sa inyo. Kaya naman very inspiring that you somehow kahit nagkaroon ng pandemic, hindi nawala yung unity ng family na meron kayo dyan. So now, my second question for you, how's the community? The Filipino community in Phuket?
Well, actually, ang community dito sa Phuket, we have a lot of communities, okay? So, let's just talk about not my community first, but the other people that are working here. Actually, ang dami nang
Mhm.
nauwi, ang dami nang naripat.
Oh.
Tapos kasi kadalasan musicians yung mga OFWs dito sa Phuket. Kasi there are a lot of bars, maraming gigs dito, marami talagang left and right, as in talagang in demand yung mga musicians natin. And sila yung pinaka-first na affected. Kasi bars are closed up until now.
Hmm.
Tapos yung hotels, yung hoteliers, sila din, ang dami na ring nag-close.
Mm.
Tapos, the one left here are actually those that are fighting. Talagang laban lang. And then it
Mm.
is so, we are so grateful that we have this CFC community kasi it helps us in a lot of ways. Ang dami kasi sa atin ngayon nagkaka-anxiety, nagkaka-depression. I think me too. Ako din siguro, pero kasi yung faith ko is napaka-strong kaya hindi siya nagpe-penetrate sa'kin totally na hindi mo makikita na problemadong-problemado ako kahit na
Totoo.
you don't know behind me na ang daming problema, ang daming pinapasan na ang daming iniisip, but you can see me in my social media na parang laban lang. And
Totoo.
then I tried to pray harder. Ang kagandahan kasi ng pandemic na 'to, I have a lot of time praying. Tapos, dito ko na siya nasiseryosong magro-rosary talaga kami with my family kasi nga 'di ba, we are
Mm.
available na. So we are not that busy with our work. So may mga naman magandang dulot yung pandemic na
Pandemic ngayon.
gusto kong um gusto kong i-keep. I mean, ayokong kalimutan. Gusto kong forever ko siyang i-cherish na this time we were able to build our relationship much stronger than before because we try. Ako na kasi dati I prayed alone, especially the rosary.
Hmm.
Pero ngayon, I asked my husband and my children that we all pray together, and then I find time to read the scriptures talaga. So it is really a great help. Kaya
Hmm.
tayo ngayon lumalaban pa rin and lalaban pa rin in the
Oo
future.
naman. Kasi alam mo, Teach Breno, when this pandemic hit us, aside from the industries that you mentioned earlier, personally, I am more concerned of our co-Filipinos outside the Philippines. Kasi parang ano to isa sa larawan siya ng isang anak na lumayo sa pamilya at nagtatrabaho. At nung nagkaroon ng ganitong pandemya, syempre, ang Pilipinas bilang isang tahanan, nakakapag alam mo yun, alala kung kamusta ba sila. Kasi during that time, I'm very grateful for those countries na they still give support and yung mga relief goods for any nationalities. No, yung iba kasi parang 'di ba kawawa, tayo na nga lang sa Pilipinas no, minsan hindi pa nabibigyan ng tulong yung mga Pilipino talaga, kapwa natin, kababayan. So ako yung inisip ko, kamusta yung mga OFWs? Are they also being treated well? So far, on your experience, how is it go?
We are just, I think, lucky that we are here in Thailand. I'm not quite sure about other countries, but in
Mhm.
Thailand kasi, because we are renting a house, so and then lahat kasi ng bahay, lahat kasi ng owners ng houses na naka-register, lahat yan bibigyan ng government. So,
Mhm.
kami, not under our name, but under our landlord's name. So, lahat kami, bahay to bahay, walang pinipili kahit na pagkatok nila tapos Pinoy or other nationality, binibigyan nila. And then we also
Okay.
have the church, yung Catholic Church dito, nagbibigay din ng relief si Father. And then we have private mga citizens
Hmm.
na nagbibigay din tulong-tulong ng mga kahit papaano, um, may makain yung mga Filipinos dito, especially those that
Mhm.
wala talagang trabaho tapos may mga bata.
Totoo. Kasi yun nga
Nakakabahala.
yung concern dun siyempre you are kaya nga po kayo nandiya-diyan is to work. Eh, ang tinamaan talaga is trabaho. So, paano yung nangyari? So, kasi ako naman, nakikita ko naman sa ibang news, no, it's a good thing na somehow nagkakaroon ng comparison that like in Japan, nagkaroon sila ng lapad daw talaga and yung grocery maganda at maayos. Ang sarap makita ng ganun. So far wala naman ako nakita na talagang pinabayaan ng mga Pinoy. Nagkaroon talaga ng bayanihan. Pero wait lang po, no, balikan ko lang yung minention mo kanina that 'di ba since pandemic, there are people that talagang na anxiety, na stress. You mentioned earlier na na-stress ka din.
Oo.
Maliban sa faith na meron ka kasi mamaya yun yung idi-deep dive natin na kwentuhan.
Mm.
Maliban dun, ano yung naging support mo? Kasi
Yung
mahirap yan eh
family
as a
ko.
mother.
Oo, yung family ko, yung mga anak ko. Kasi alam mo dumating talaga sa time, kasi na-scam din ako, eh. It just so happened na I was also scammed. I applied for a job and then at least if people or our kababayan will hear this story, then it will like
Go, go.
mag-alert sa kanila. I was actually trying to apply a job online and then I was hired to become like an accountant. Sabi ko, oh, but sorry, I don't have any experience doing accounting or something like that. And jologs talaga ako sa math, kaya hindi ako pwede dyan. But sabi naman nung nag-ano sa akin, nag-message sa akin sa FB kasi nag-post siya ng job ad sa Phuket Job.
Mhm.
And mostly madaming talagang mga job seekers na nagche-check ng page na 'yan. Tapos yun, doon nagsabi niya, no worries, we will be training you tapos napakadaling gawin. Kaya yun, I was actually very happy na, yay, may trabaho na ako tapos malaki yung offer. Tapos ang gagawin ko lang is, may ano daw sila, Shopee, Lazada, lahat ng selling platform meron daw. So, ang payment lang sa akin ibigay, tapos, ako iti-trade ko siya sa Bitcoin. Pero hindi kasi since I don't know how to trade, sabi niya, "Okay, don't worry, ako na magti-trade." Tapos 1 week pa lang yun, eh. Sabi ko, "Bakit parang gano'n? Parang bakit kailangan sa akin i-transfer? Why will those bibili, bakit di nila i-transfer doon direkta sa may-ari?" Parang
Mhm.
nagri-ring na sa akin ba, pero hindi ako makapaniwala, eh, na may gano'n palang scam. I was really thinking na, ta's na-explain din naman niya ng ayos na kasi nga iti-trade mo siya sa Bitcoin. Tapos wala din akong
Hmm.
masyadong alam sa Bitcoin, sabi ko, okey. Tapos hanggang sa dumating ang point na scammers pala sila. Wala pala silang
Hmm.
shop online, wala pala silang shop sa Lazada. Merong shop pero hindi pala totoo.
Ano
So
'to, mga
ako
Pinoy
ngayon,
din or
I don't think so kasi ang pinanghawakan ko, ano pa lang yun, eh, 3 days na parang trial. Anyway, on the 4th day magkikita daw kami, and, in person tapos ibigay ko sa kanya yung mga kailangan ko, like magpirmahan kami ng contract. Yun yung pinanghawakan ko, 3 days. Okay, anyway, 3 days magkikita naman kami. I just did not expect na ganun pala. Yun lang pala yung kailangan na days. Marami na talagang pumapasok sa account ko. Hanggang sa on the 4th, 5th day yata, na-block na yung account ko, blacklisted na. Tapos
my
may mga reklamo
God.
na ako from the police station na nagbenta daw ako ng ganyan-ganyan tapos hindi ko daw sinisend. So yun, na-scam ako ng February, nakapag-resign na ako nung time na yun. Tapos by March sana magsa-start na ako sa kabilang work. Tapos
Mhm.
nag-pandemic, nag-lockdown. Kaya
Ulit.
imaginein mo na na-scam pa ako, may marami pa akong reklamo sa mga iba't ibang police station sa Thailand. Wala pa akong
Mhm.
trabaho. too much. I think I said I have too much
Yes.
in my plate. Parang naisip ko nung mga time na yun, umiyak ako sa gabi, naisip ko nung time na yun, magpakamatay na lang kaya ako nun para bukas wala
Mm.
na akong problema. Pero yung pinanghahawakan ko is yung mga anak ko. Sabi ko, meron talagang little voice. I think that was the Holy Spirit na parang nire-remind ako. So, talaga? So, how about your children? Paano yun? Kasi I have 3 years old son. Kaya
Yan,
yun
na
parang
napaka-cute at talaga ng mga very innocent 'pag nakikita ko din.
oo, kaya parang
Kaka-birthday lang 'no?
opo, mga 2 years, 2 years, 2 days ago.
2 days. Wait lang,
Oo,
magbi-birthday pa lang.
2 days ago nag-birthday na po, nung 27.
Okay. Si Ethan ano?
Si Edan.
Ethan. Okay, happy
Mm,
birthday.
thank you. So, yung mga anak ko
Mhm.
talaga na talagang bumabalik ako sa ulirat ko, "Oh, no, 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 why would I do that? Sis, problema lang 'to." So yun, family ko. Ayoko silang
Mm.
sabi ko sa sarili ko, and it would be very unfair if oo nga, wala na akong maramdaman, mamatay man ako, pero paano yung asawa ko? Paano yung mga anak ko? I will leave them with a lot of problems. Kasi nga sinong
Yes.
mga gano'n. So, my family is really ano, one of those parang pillar ko of strength.
Correct. Kasi Teach Bren, no, just want to add lang din that you mentioned that, no, how about our co-Filipinos outside the Philippines na walang kasamang pamilya, 'di ba?
True.
Kaya saludo ako sa lahat ng mga OFWs ngayon, pati ang mga health worker na OFWs na talagang lumalaban ngayon sa pandemyang ito, and we're still praying that one day, unexpectedly, tulad din ng unexpected na pagdating ng pandemic na yan, wala na,
Oo, kaya
no?
nga.
Kasi ang hirap ako mentally, personally, I experienced it, lalo na talaga ako, I was psychologically diagnosed with anxiety. But that's true. If you still believe that there is God, and you look forward to your family, yun yung magiging gateway mo para, sabi mo nga yung term mo kanina, yung magising ka sa ulirat. May
Oo.
realization na
Oo,
parang, oo
true.
nga no, parang ang
Parang
dadating pa
sinasampal
nga
ka,
doon,
jing. Oo.
oo, at saka ang dating parang nagiging selfish ka. Kasi oo
Oo,
nga ako, I will not in pain anymore. But how about my family? 'Di ba? They will be
true.
the one who will bring the burden, double burden.
Exactly.
Okay.
Buti na lang
So Miss
talaga
Bren,
pumasok
magbe-break lang
'yan.
tayo
Okay, okay.
ng very light. Kasi nakakatuwa, ang bilis ng oras. And it's
Oo
almost
nga.
30 minutes. Hindi pa tayo nagdi-deep dive doon sa isa sa mga gusto kong mapag-usapan natin. And it's all about faith. Kasi talaga namang this brings strength to everyone, especially at this time of pandemic that we are still battling. And we want to know more. Okay? So, thank you so much, and magbabalik po ang The Conversations.
We'll be back shortly. This is The Conversations, only here on Big Media.
Let's dive deep into an all-boys conversation with Voice of the Boys, taking up full sessions about movies, anime, martial arts, and more. Voice of the Boys features pop culture, discussions on male topics, and issues with a hint of female perspective. Hosted by your resident voice artist, the Rick Matthews, and Voice the Slayer, Joshua Ravales. So grab a popcorn and enjoy the Voice of the Boys, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
The program that gives you the latest in Filipino business and trends, with norm-challenging brands, paving the way to be next-generation business leaders. This is Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, connecting you to the future. Hosted by Business and Transformation Mentor, Rolly Bagaspas, Franchise and Business Coach, Don Sedita, and Beauty and Business Maven, Muriel Villanueva. Together with Mr. Millennial JP Morales and Agri and Youth Advocate Colin Lalyaban. Jump into the business revolution. This is your Talk Shop Asia Next Gen, only here on Big Media. Now back to the conversations. Only here on Big Media.
All right, so welcome back to the conversations. Again, this is Chester Quidlat, your host. And earlier this afternoon, we are talking about a life of an overseas Filipino worker who faced struggles in despite of this pandemic. But of course, as what we are always telling and want to imply to all our viewers, that in this time of pandemic, there are a lot of challenges. But at the end of the day, we still need to move forward, and moving forward, we need something that will pull us, to guide our steps. And at this time, I want to somehow talk about how our faith at this time of pandemic touches us to move positively. And with that, let's have back our guest, Miss Brenda, or Teach Brenda, to somehow share her experience, kung ano-ano ba yung kanyang mga na pagdaanan, ano, kasi personally talagang lahat kakaiba, no, Teach Bren?
Ay, yes, sinabi mo pa.
So, kamusta, no? Kasi you are a family talaga that's centered, no, sa faith. And you mentioned earlier that you have group of people or peers na part of the CFC. So, bakit kailangan, this is the question, bakit kailangan na still we need to keep our faith?
Okay, actually, what is faith ba? It is, um, palagi nating naririnig, but maybe, mas lamang sa atin kung ano yung opposite ng faith. Ang opposite ng faith kasi is doubt, which is lahat tayo meron yan. So, ang faith, yun yung, opposite ng doubt, na kailangan natin, we believe kahit na hindi natin nakikita. We put our 100% trust to God na hindi naman natin din siya nakikita, and with all the problems that we have right now, that is the most difficult thing to do. 'Di ba? Parang napaka-challenge. Mas siguro mas I mean, it would be easier for us to blame God rather than putting our 100% trust in Him. 'Di ba? Pero hindi eh. Kasi
Mhm,
it
correct.
will just give you nothing. It will not give you an answer. I-blame mo man siya, it would just make you feel heavier. Kasi ako, when I, oo, 'di ba? Let go and let God. Ang gandang sabihin, pero that is really what I am working more into, na yung 100% trust ko talaga at saka yung faith ko sa kanya is ma-build up ko. Kasi sabihin
Mhm,
ko, "Okay, let go and let God." Pero alam mo, at the back of my mind, nagpe-prepare pa rin ako ng example, okay, so these are the things that I need to do. Kasi if you say, put your 100% trust to God, lahat-lahat yun,
mhm.
ibigay mo sa kanya, you don't have to think. So, ang masasabi ko lang talaga is just to keep praying. Wala akong ibang ginawa, eh, just to keep praying and ask God's grace. Kasi we will never achieve the faith or the peace that we want kung tayo-tayo lang. So
May
siguro that is
second
why
mhm,
siguro that is
may
why, mas strong ako ngayon because I think,
correct.
um, that is the Holy Spirit working in me because I've been praying, praying, praying that, ano, not just for myself but for everyone in the community. And ang kagandahan kasi po, Teach, if you are in a community, a lot of you will be praying for everyone. Hindi lang ikaw, 'di ba? If one or more are gathered in my name, andun si God. So
Yes,
marami kami, we pray for each other. Kaya din siguro mas mabilis yung ano, yung sagot ni God sa amin.
totoo. Where did it started? I mean, from you. Na, is it way back then in the Philippines that you are part of this community? Then when you flew there, nadala mo siya? Or nagkaroon ka ng, paano ko ba sasabihin, ng switch sa sarili mo na, okay, I need to go back.
Kasi I studied in a Catholic school. I
Ah, okay.
graduated in a Catholic school. Tapos sa atin naman sa Pilipinas I think majority napaka-relihiyoso. 'Di ba? So,
Mhm.
nasa atin na 'yun, eh. Naano lang siya, na-build ko lang siya more nung nandito na kami sa Thailand kasi this is a Buddhist country, Buddhism ang ano nila dito sa
I'm about to
Thailand.
ask it kung anong religion ang meron diyan.
Oo. So, yun hinahanap-hanap namin yung the Filipino, way na magsimba tayo every Sunday, yung mga gano'n.
Mhm,
Kasi nasa system na natin, mahirap na siyang
totoo.
kalimutan. Talagang hahanap-hanapin mo na every Sunday, pupunta ka
Church
talaga sa
day
church.
'yan.
Oo, talagang whole day kami sa church kasi after
Hmm,
mass, we have this household and we praise and have teaching. Napakarami mong makukuha sa teaching. It would really help you grow with your faith with
and
God.
that's very important. Buti hindi ka nagkaroon ng challenge 'no, in terms of your husband and your kids na kasama kayo dun sa community na yon. In-encourage mo ba sila o paano yung naging ano nun, involvement niyo?
Actually, it was my mom who pushed us.
Hmm,
Siya talaga yung nag-push sa amin na mag-join kasi wala talaga kaming balak. Alam mo yun,
talaga?
during those times, mga bata-bata pa kami nung time na yon, hindi namin siya iniisip masyado. Hindi namin iniisip
Oo.
kung bakit importante na you have a community. Tapos ang mother ko talaga, siya talaga ang nag-push. She prayed hard na talagang ma-convince kaming dalawa ng asawa ko. So yun, it started there. 11 years na rin yata kami sa CFC. Ay, 10 years, parang
Hmm.
gano'n.
So you started diyan sa Thailand, mag-isa ka lang ba or kasama mo na yung
Hmm,
husband mo?
mag-isa lang. I was in Chonburi that time. I was directly hired. So I flew from the Philippines directly to Pattaya. And then 3 months
Mhm.
after, umuwi ako ta's kasi hindi first time kasi nung employer ko mag-process ng visa. So hindi kami na-approve,
Hmm.
umuwi kami ng kasama ko and then I was back August na or around September. Tapos the next year niyan, yung June na yan, so napapunta ko na dito yung asawa at saka yung panganay ko.
Hmm. So hindi pala agad na the moment that you flew from here in the Philippines, pumunta ka diyan, dala mo na yung family mo. So nagkaroon pala ng ano, kumbaga batch. First batch si
Hmm,
husband tsaka si panganay.
mm.
Pero
Tapos nung
nag-aaral na yung panganay mo nun sa Pilipinas,
hindi
dito?
pa, 2 years old pa lang siya, nung time na yun.
Okay. Isang anak pa lang.
Yes, opo, isang anak pa lang nung time na yon.
Okay. And then dun na nag-start, dinala mo na rin yung mom mo diyan sa Thailand?
Oo, kasi manganganak ako sa second ko tapos walang mag-aalaga ng bata. Kaya pinapunta namin si
Hmm,
mother para siya ang maiwan sa bata. Wala din naman na siyang ano, mag-isa lang din naman kasi ako, wala akong kapatid.
mhm.
Wala rin siyang asawa, so
Okay.
she was really very willing to be here with us in Phuket. Phuket na, when she was here, nasa Phuket
Mm.
na kami.
Okay. At napakasarap din naman na bilang isang anak na kasama mo yung mama mo 'no, yung buong family
Oo.
mo.
At saka I've
Pero
been trying to
mhm,
invite my mga ano, kapamilya din, like my nieces, my nephews, my cousins. So I try to help them come here then to look for a job, parang gano'n. So
okey.
big happy family kami dito. Pero yung iba umuwi na, konti na lang kami naiwan dito.
Before madami kayo, ma-cousins?
Mga 3 of my cousins were here, tapos yung asawa ko, yung kapatid niya, tapos
Hmm,
ngayon dalawang pamangkin ko, isang cousin at saka isang cousin niya, tsaka auntie ko. Not so big.
nice. Nagkaroon na pala ng family ano diyan, corporation.
Oo.
Pero yun naman din yung advantage 'no, na nagwo-work ka and you have family, mas gaganahan ka magtrabaho. At least
Lalo na
so
yun
you're the
ano,
only
each
child?
oo, pag-uwi mo may pagkain na. Nakahain na yung
Oo.
pagkain, naku, kasi ang hirap, pagod ka sa trabaho pagdating mong bahay magde-defrost
Mm.
ka pa, mag-iisip ka pa, but it's so nice, the feeling is so nice when pagdating mong bahay may
Opo,
pagkain na,
Diyos
uupo ka
ko.
na lang, may pagkain na, may naglalaba sa'yo,
Kasi the
wala wala kang
ordinary
iisipin.
story of an OFW 'no, as I heard from mga friends ko, they work. And then pag-uwi ng bahay, they need to do this and to do yung iba nga nag-i-instant food na lang kasi hindi
Oo,
they don't have time to
kaya
cook
nga.
and to prepare. And that's nice that you have your family there. Tapos ayan na. So the bottom line here, do you really want to stay there for good na talaga or in the near future balak nyo pa rin bumalik ng Pilipinas?
I think nasa mga Pinoy na rin 'no, majority of the Filipinos would really want to retire sa Pilipinas, kung saan sa lupang
Hmm.
sinilangan sa ano, home
Oo.
country natin. The problem is yung gap ng mga bata namin is malayo yung age gap. Yung first 13, tas yung second is ilang taon ba siya na? 9 tapos sa 3. So 'pag nag-college yung isa, high school pa yung isa kasi if we will decide to go home, lahat sila babalik ng
Hmm.
grade 1.
Oh no.
So we really have to finish they really have to finish their schooling here. Dapat dito talaga sila makapag-graduate. Hindi
Oo.
rin puwede na 'pag nag-college na yung isa, uuwi kami kasi may mga elementary pa ako. So I think for
Mm.
now, kailangan muna namin silang patapusin dito and then 'pag tapos na sila
Oo.
lahat, then yun, uuwi pa rin kami naman diyan sa atin.
Mm.
Titira kami sa
Kasi
bukid.
alam mo, that's the ano 'no, the idea of, parents talaga. Kasi that they want to retire na nasa province, yung talagang bukid style kasi
Yes,
ang fresh 'no, very ideal siya for a retirement na talagang, you are with the nature. Kasi talaga namang mas long life kaysa sa metro na polluted 'no.
mm.
The modern here talaga, yes. Pero kung ako din naman personally, I want to have my own place in the province. By the way, here in the Philippines, you were located at
Cebu.
Cebu. Cebuana ka pala.
Yes,
Okay.
Bisdak.
Pero sa Manila din ba nag-try ka mag-work before? Or
No, no. Sa Cebu lang talaga tapos lumipad na ako to Pattaya. Never ako
hmm,
nag-work sa Manila. Sa Cebu ako nagwo-work sa call center at saka morning 6 AM to 2 PM nagko-call center tapos sa
mhm.
hapon from 3 PM to 6, 7 doon sa dental clinic ng malapit lang din sa trabaho ko.
So you're working 2 jobs at the same time?
Nung time na nandiyan pa ako gano'n 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 kahirap. Mahirap pa rin naman ngayon pero at
Hmm,
least
hindi ka
I think different na.
Oo, pero hindi ka pa natakot no'n before na how old are you if you don't mind? Wag na yung specific age, pero nung nasa Pilipinas ka pa, then you're planning to go to Thailand?
Late 20s hindi naman gano'n kabata kasi I
Ah,
got married, late 20s, 27th. I got married 27 years old na ako.
mhm. And then
Hmm.
during that what's your turn ano talaga na, "Ay mag-iibang bansa na lang ako." Why don't you try to go to Manila? Why Thailand?
Siguro it was destined for me. Dito talaga yung destination ko kasi I tried actually applying kasi yung course ko dentistry. Tapos,
Hmm,
maano kami, in demand kami sa Middle East. So
yes.
nag-apply ako actually and then I was natanggap na ako, iniwan ko na nga yung passport ko doon sa agency sa Manila pero ano kasi nung time
Mm,
na yun, parang may war, war, parang nagkakagulo doon bandang ewan ko kung saan yun sa Middle East kaya ayaw
mhm.
ni mama ko, natatakot talaga siya. Tapos kahit ako din parang nakakatakot kasi hindi siya hospital, private clinic. Paano alam mo yung utak ko baka manyakis yung doktor or we never know, 'di ba?
Hmm.
Tapos first time ko din yun na dalaga pa ako nung time na yun na nag-apply ako to go to Middle East.
Kasi if you don't mind, itong pandemic 'no, just wanna share that in the Middle East kasi may natulungan kami personally na isang OFW na hindi naman siya nagkakaroon ng problem with, her employer, but it's starting. So,
Hmm.
ang hirap din talaga on that part of the country na you work. She's an helper sa isang bahay and talagang ang mahal ng ticket. Tapos middle of pandemic pa yun. Parang, alam mo,
Mm.
Teach, nakita ko dun yung pagmamahal ng pamilya na talagang they really want to help their daughter na to come back na talaga dito sa Philippines. The challenge is there. Kasi, nung time na, di ba, I have this ticketing. So, ako yung
Mm.
nagbili ng kanyang ticket. Then, natakot kami kasi the day ng flight niya, we don't have any contact. So, hindi na
Tapos,
namin alam. So,
ah,
kinakaba, we are praying. And then, the good thing, nung nasa airport siya, nagka-signal. Kasi kinuha pala nung employer niya yung phone niya 2 days before her flight.
hmm,
And then, ang ginawa ko na lang, sabi ko, since you don't have time to print it na, just, ano na lang, picturean mo, screenshot, and then yun yung ipakita mo sa passport, ay sa airport. Kasi hindi na naman kailangan talaga ng papel-papel sa airport eh. Meron ka lang ipakita, double check with the passport, then you're good to go. So yun yung challenge. And talagang dun ko naramdaman talaga na ang hirap magtrabaho sa ibang bansa, lalo na pag mag-isa ka lang. You're very lucky because you're with your family. And
yes,
that's an opportunity for you na nandiyan ka ngayon. Okay.
totoo.
So Teach Bren, before we have our last ano na po, since ang dami natin na pag-usapan, what is your last message to our kababayan who are looking their luck outside the Philippines?
Ako kasi,
Yung
based on
takeaway.
my opinion, oo, based on my opinion, pinipili ko yung lugar na mabilis siyang pasukin. Kasi at the back of my mind, sabi ko talaga, I will be there first, pero kailangan kong madala yung buong angkan ko. Gusto kong
Mhm.
makatulong din in a way. So, depende. So, I think for them, they have to also, if given the chance, they also have to think like long term. Kasi ako, hindi ko kasi iniisip na magtatrabaho lang ako dun 1 year, 2 years, tapos uwi na ako. Parang
Mhm.
gano'n. Iniisip ko lang talaga is kung nasaan ako, andun yung family ko. So yun, and then I've been asking for sign, I've been praying too hard as well na mapunta ako sa place na hindi super strict. So
Which,
yun
ito
ang
nga.
advice ko, oo, yun yung advice ko if they will be given the chance na katulad sa'kin na they can plan kung saan nila gusto, so maybe they would do that as well para sa ano na rin in the future na, okay, what if magkapamilya ako dun, what if paano kung may pamilya ako madala ko ba sila or ma-visit ko ba sila kasi uso talaga sa atin na 'pag umalis yung nanay, 'pag umalis yung tatay parang nagkakahiwalay na at saka wala na yung
Mm.
family, wala na, nagkakahiwalay, kawawa yung mga bata. So yun kasi ang pinaka-priority ko din nung time na yun.
Mm. Talagang ano 'no, family forever. Hindi talaga pwedeng mawala yon. Okay. So,
True.
Teach Bren, it's been a good afternoon talking with you. I know we have different time, but allow me to thank you on behalf or in behalf of our department and our station. Thank you so much and we pray that everything will talaga maging okay na, especially sa inyo. So,
Opo. Thank you din
thank you
so much
so
for this
much.
opportunity and we will also be praying for you guys there at saka yung program sa mga nanonood. I hope
Mm.
na may natututunan din sila.
Yes. This live and the video kasi been rotating na rin sa iba't ibang bansa. And the conversation show last this month na we got the fourth spot na rating sa network.
Wow!
So, nakakatuwa kasi umaabot sa talaga sa malalayong lugar. The
Wow,
network kasi talaga,
congratulations!
thank you. This is a show for OFWs. Talaga, digitally,
Hmm,
maibibigay namin siya. But since pandemic, ito, may marami ding mga Pinoy na nanonood sa atin. So, thank you again, Teach Bren. I hope to
thank you.
see you very soon.
Soon, 'di ba?
Makapag,
Napag-usapan natin na you have to be here
oo,
in Phuket. Actually, in Phuket, you'll say "Sawadee ka" for girls,
ah,
but for boys, you will say "Sawadee Kap." So,
sawadikap.
"Sawadee ka,"
Okay.
oo.
Sawadika.
Thank
Alright. So, by the way, sa lahat ng viewers, hindi ko pa pala nasabi, no, alam naman nila na friend tayo, pero naging ka-work ko po yan si Teach Bren. We are an online English teacher for foreign students. Kaya 1 year na rin po na kami magkaibigan.
Oo.
Ano po, Teach Bren?
We are both
1 year
friendly lang
na.
kasi 'di ba, ang bilis nating naka-connect. We were just asking tips and
Oo.
advices about our application, 'di ba?
Application.
Na-interview ka na ba? Something like that, yeah.
Oo. Nagtulungan. Virtual ano to, virtual friend ko si Teach Bren. 'Di
Mm.
ba? Okay, so Teach Bren, thank you again and
Thank you.
regards sa husband mo, sa mga kids, sa mom mo, and to all
Yeah.
our kababayan there in Thailand, ay Phuket. So,
Thank
thank you so
you.
much and have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So, to all our kababayans, I hope you learned something. So, sa pagbabalik natin, let's have a recap. Let's have a takeaway with our discussion this afternoon. And magbabalik po ang programa ninyo. Ito ang The Conversations.
We'll be back shortly. This is The Conversations, only here on Big Media. Empower your mind. Be informed. Dahil lamang ang may alam. Knowing the latest trends and issues in the society. Feed your mind with information that are reliable, fresh, and straight from the experts. Be involved. Here in the Conversations with Chester Quidlat, broadcasting live in Big Media. This is The Conversations.
Let's dive deep into an all-boys conversation with Voice of the Boys, taking up full sessions about movies, anime, martial arts, and more. Voice of the Boys features pop culture, discussions on male topics, and issues with a hint of female perspective. Hosted by your resident voice artist, the Rick Matthews, and voice the Slayer, Joshua Ravales. So grab a popcorn and enjoy the Voice of the Boys, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. An online program that takes you to all corners of beauty and lifestyle. This is Beauty in a Box, providing insights on how beauty and lifestyle of all kinds will be of help to everyone, may it be in their professional or personal lives, by improving one's confidence. Beauty in a Box, every Saturday, 1 p.m. Philippine time, hosted by certified makeup artist and beauty enthusiast, Aaliyah Ambre. Beauty in a Box, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. The program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive, making a difference. Making a difference. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erica Mizon. Together with her cool millennials, they will be making a difference every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine time, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Now back to The Conversations, only here on Big Media.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to The Conversations. Again, this is Chester Quidlat, your host. And this afternoon, we've been talking and sharing about our co-Filipino, our overseas Filipino workers who are really the hero of our new generation. And for this afternoon, I just want to give a takeaway to all of everyone here who are watching live and post video and or this one, that life has been so challenging this years, and I know that some of us as well are not that, you know, experiencing good up until today. But based on our conversation with our guest, we see a light wherein, or it's not easy for everyone na humaharap sa hamon ng buhay. Ngunit sa kabilang banda, if we still have faith and we don't have doubt, yan ang takeaway natin, no? The kabaliktaran of faith is doubt. That, which is, I agree. Well, technically yes, it's how it works, no. Yun talaga yung kabaliktaran niya. But then that's the reality of life. If you have doubt, well, you can't move forward to whatever you want. I am not saying that you still go whatever it is, but if you have faith into something that you really, really want to do, and you know that you do the best effort to do that, hindi imposibleng maabot mo yun. Marami sa atin are just saying that life is unfair. People needs to do that and so. But the realization is, nung nakita tayo ng pandemic, walang mahirap, walang mayaman ang hindi nag-sacrifice or natamaan. 'Di ba? So that's the point of everything. We are not the same in terms of the life status that we have currently, but we are all equal in the eyes of God. So the takeaway here is that be yourself. If you want something, do it. If you want to become someone, work for it. Okay? It's because that's life. Personally, I've been through a lot of difficulties. I've been through a lot of challenges. But the bottom line here is that we only live once. And living once is a only chance that you need to be better. Huwag mong ikukumpara yung sarili mo sa achievements ng iba. Huwag mong ikukumpara ang sarili mo na bakit nandun na siya, andito pa lang ako. Iba-iba tayo ng timeline sa buhay. Iba-iba tayo ng oras at panahon. Maaring sa panahong ito na hinug agad siya, ngunit hindi ibig sabihin na hindi ka na rin mahihinog. Hindi ibig sabihin na naging successful siya ngayon, wala kang pag-asang maging successful. Whatever it is, whatever you are, whoever you are, you still bring yourself, you still do pushing yourself, ikaw yan. 'Di ba? Kung naniniwala ka na yayaman ka, kung naniniwala ka na magiging successful ka, at kung maniniwala kang magiging ito ka, na sinasabihan mo ng pagtsatsaga, pananampalataya, o walang imposible. And that is the secret to success. There is no such thing that if you are educated, you will be successful. No. Okay? But I am not discouraging students to don't finish your study. Okay? But there are people kasi who are less privileged. People who can't send themselves to school. But that doesn't mean that ends your journey. That you cannot be someone that you wish to become. You know, education is where constructed when the Americans came. 'Di ba? Doon nagsimula yan. But before that, there are Filipinos who are really knowledgeable and well-mannered. Diba? Sabi nga nila, many are educated, but not all of them are mannered. And that's the bottom line. We need to be more vigilant in terms of dealing with people. It does not mean that you know how to speak English fluently, you are ahead of them. It does not give you the validation or the license that you are the only one, na ikaw na yan at ikaw lang ang magiging successful. No. We have our own journey. We have our own passport. Na-delay ka lang. At darating din yung tamang oras para lumipad. So, enjoy your staying. Enjoy your pause, if that's how we can say it. Enjoy the moment that God is giving you time to relax and to still be who you are. Because when the time comes that God opened that opportunity for you to go, there's no any chance for you to say stop. You need to go forward because God is giving you the opportunity to give that one shot of your life. So at this moment, cheer up, be who you are, pray, and do not be discouraged. Sabi nga sa isang kanta, birds, 'di ba? Birds just not fly, 'di ba? They fall down. So, hindi naman agad nakapagka-crack nung egg lumilipad na yan eh. Hindi agad kapag labas ng mga caterpillar sa cocoon lumilipad na yan, or yung mga paru-paro butterfly na agad. I just want to leave this one sayings or words for everyone. A butterfly took a lot of time. No, it takes that many days for them to came out from the cocoon and to be as beautiful as who they are as they flies. But they have limited time to live. Binibigyan sila ng Diyos na matagal na proseso para ipakita ang kanilang kagandahan sa mundo. Ngunit sa limitadong panahon at oras. Kasi namamatay at nawawala rin sila. Ganun din po tayo. As we bloom, as we reach the beautiful part of our lives, we are about to prepare to go to the next life. Ang dami nang nawala. Madami ng buhay ang nasayang dahil sa pandemyang ito. And it's a good realization that life is too short for us to keep hatred and to keep negativities. Our life needs to be as worth it as it is. Keep the love to one another, tanggalin na yung inis, galit, puot, tampo sa pamilya, kapatid, kamag-anak, or kaibigan. Dahil dapat wala na yung parte sa buhay natin. Dapat wala na yung part. Kasi we live on a very limited time. We don't know if we go out, we died. Or we die. Diba? We don't know 10 years, 5 years, months, days from now, we will be, in a coffin. So be positive. Be as who you are. Enjoy life in the fullest, sabi nga nila. Pray and let God. So everyone, maraming salamat po sa oportunidad na ibinigay niyo sa akin, ang platform na ito na makapanayam, makausap ang mga taong dapat kong makausap at makapagbigay ng kanilang mga inspirasyon at salita. Mga impormasyon na talaga namang kinapulutan natin ng araw. Anong aral? Saan man itong industriya? Sa politika, sa health, sa history, financial, buhay, at lahat. Kaya nawa sa aking pagtatapos ng season ito, sabay-sabay po nating ipagdasal ang kagalingan ng bawat isa at ang kalakasan po ng mga tao na lumalaban sa pandemyang ito. The conversations will support you wherever you are, and we are still here for you. My platform, our platform is open for everyone. And once again, this is Chester Quidlat, and this is The Conversations. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
It's time to feed your mind. It's time to know the real answer. It's time to be aware. Information that you need to know, straight from the experts. Timely, reliable, and relevant. Different sides of issues and from different walks of life. All of them with questions that demand answers. Here in the Conversations with Chester Quidlat, every Sunday at 10 a.m. Only here in Big Media.